Hi, Aries. So I know I just gave you guys a read last night, like the ugly butt cracking on, but you're lucky because I'm back again, and I never want to forget y'all's read again. Sorry about that. Anyway, this is going to be for y'all, obviously, January 2021, and we are going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I just shuffled. I've been shuffling, but I do like to see the cards come out myself as well. So, let's see what we've got in store for Aries. We're going to get 4, and then we'll move forward from there. Interesting. Okay. So we've got the title card right off the bat. I just put this sticker on the title card. I do think about it as the original title card. So I don't know if you guys are dealing with your actual original copy of self of somebody of whatever form it is that you're talking about. This seems like it is a like a deed to a house or a title to a car or a relationship that has a title on it, or potentially, people have their own social media platforms, and those all have official titles, of official avenues to go down in order to achieve them. So because this is, actually supposed to be the picture of the high priestess here, I am seeing that there could be something that you're taking a new bite out of. So obviously this is a new year, which gives you a whole new apple. However, that being said, you can slice an apple in a whole lot of different ways. So however you've been slicing them, that may still be the way that you're slicing this apple here. So that's what I heard for that one. We've got the justice in reverse. So maybe you don't feel like this is very just. Me personally, I put this apple here over the woman's face because I don't think it's fair that, Eve was blamed for all of the curse in the Garden of Eden. If you read the Bible, then actually wives are supposed to be the rib of their husband. And so I've always thought it was kind of a double standard that we took the rap for being cursed, as well as only being one piece or part of a man. So it's kind of like the gear shift in your car, the stick shift in the car coming out and beating the driver, while they're driving, or, while you're in the car, the whole steering wheel coming off. You can't really drive the car in that case. You're going to wreck no matter what. And that one little tiny piece could really cause a huge, big problem. So I'm just seeing this bite as being unjust to you. Maybe you're not very, maybe there's a commitment that came to an end. Maybe there was a social media platform, a car that died. Maybe you need to move and you don't know where you're going to move, and you feel like it's a little bit of a hassle, a headache. You don't know, since it's the high priestess title, you don't know where, what the name of the street is that you're going to be moving to, and people keep asking you for paperwork or something like that. This is the Lover's card in the upright. So I do see that whatever situation this is, and especially if this is a romantic situation, you do care about it. You care about the title. You care about the stature. You care about the seeds that came from that. You care about the part of the apple that's already been bitten, and you care about the part of the apple that is still preserved. This is love all around. So this is a Gemini, potentially. The Justice card can sometimes be like an air sign of some type. Excuse me, sorry. Yeah, you may be like dropping a love situation, or I feel like the apple has been the ball. I'm hearing the ball dropping because of the new year. The apple or the ball dropped, and it wasn't the way that you liked the cookie to crumble. This is definitely indicative of you saying, hey, I want to bring together the beginning and the end, but I'm not so fond of all this stuff in the middle. All this yuck and ruckus and mess right here with non-commitment, which is not just. You would like that you would like the love to be shown all the way across the board with the commitment, with the justice system. You may be in a court case for love. Maybe you're considering getting married or considering getting a divorce. Big changes coming along with love. This is an apple So you could be expecting. This could just be a new project that you thought you were going to love and be committed to. And in reality, things have actually turned out that you don't really like what you're doing very much. You don't really want to commit to it. Like you started a new job and you don't really enjoy it too much. And you don't feel like it's just that you have to keep going back again. It could be something as simple as that. So don't read too far into it, but you'll know how this applies to your life. Let me go ahead and get some clarifiers for you to see how we should proceed. I'm going to go ahead and use the Moonchild Tarot deck. I was going to use the Voodoo, but this one's calling to me. I'm going to get 2 clarifiers for each of these, and then I can let you know what I think is going down in Tinseltown. It's been really interesting too to have like all these downloads, because when I go back and watch these, I need to start taking notes on the stuff that comes to mind while I'm editing, because it's just been overwhelming, and overwhelming in a good way. I just very much a lot of things coming through at the beginning of this year. So try to take a moment, cleanse your space, get away from your normal day-to-day routine. Try to change of scenery. Ooh, yeah, I'm like burping a little bit. Change of scenery. So this could have something to do with, go outside, get away from your phone, go do something fun with somebody that you love. That's a great way to close the gap and maybe discuss with them or vent. Share what's going on. I don't know if that helps you guys or not. For me, I tend to be a little bit reclusive when I'm in a bad mood, but some people really like having support and people all around them when they're in a bad mood, and they benefit from that. So however that works for you, I would encourage you to do it. I was just saying, for me, it's been very refreshing to have a very clear channeling and understanding of my own spiritual alignment and thoughts. And I think that, especially with love, that's something that a lot of people should hold in higher regard. If you love yourself, it's easier to love other people. So in any case, with the title card here, the 2 cards that came out was the Hermit and the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. The Hermit is the Virgo card. And in this specific deck, the Hermit is a little untouchable. I will let you know, I myself am a Virgo. And like I just said, when I'm going through a hard time, I don't really want to be bothered. A lot of people are not like that. A lot of people want to call, talk about it, or whatever the case may be. I tend to draw back into myself, and she's really far away, kind of looking out the door there, down the corridor. Sometimes when you're in hermit mode, you tend to be a little bit more reclusive, only so that you can emerge from whatever situation with a better understanding of how to take celestial knowledge and ground it for yourself as a earth sign. So in this specific card, usually I would see it as her not being able to do so. Because it came out with the Hermit, however, and the Hermit is the grounding, I'm seeing this as a reflection. So she's retreated into herself as deeply as possible in order to see the reflection of who she is, if that makes sense. So, sometimes, I don't know if you guys have seen Inception, but this is a really great example of how you can use your own title, your own name, your own power and energy to take a close look at what your reality is turning out to be based off of your mindset. And because this is all black and white doorways around her, and a whole lot of kind of more stark and bleak landscape there, I'm really seeing this as a matrix, or a web, or a graphing paper. If it was 3D, you would see this as a cube, or one part of the puzzle for the matrix, or one piece of I don't know. I'm also seeing Interstellar, where he's pushing books through the bookshelf. This is the way that transference of energy turns into a physical reality around us. And when we push on that energy, it changes that physical reality. So maybe you need to think about the titles, the ways that you've labeled yourself in your life, and the things that you've committed your energy to, and make an inventory for yourself about the ways in which that's been productive and the ways that it's not. See how you can bend your world around a little bit to be the shape that you'd like for it to be. I'm also seeing Shape of Water. If you guys have seen that, it's about a woman who's deaf who falls in love with an alien man who's from a aquatic world. It's a very interesting movie. If you like sci-fi, definitely I would recommend it. But it's about mind bending, not so much in a literal physical way, or like an inception kind of way, where you're dreaming in a waking dream state at all times, but more so being willing to stay open-minded to new thoughts, new ways of doing things, new people that you wouldn't necessarily have considered before, taking away the titles, washing away the, if I was to peel this back off again, you could see her face finally. Maybe that's the unveiling of her. Maybe her, we all walk around with our phones like in our face like this. Maybe that's what you need to pull away from. Maybe that's what you need to do more of if you're trying to develop a social media site. I don't know. You'll know how this applies, but the Hierophant card is in the reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune, as well as the Seven of Swords, are also in reverse. So whatever situation this is, the commitment is not going well. This person, you or this person may have experienced a recent kind of loss, or the wheel turned in a negative way for you. This woman here is taking a look at not only out of her eye, which has a big star on it, but she also has an ear on her moon and an ear on her moon. Wow. A moon on her ear, as well as a moon on her eye, and the back of her hand. So ironically enough, so do I. But I just think, this may have been this Seven of Swords situation was a new perspective. You see how she's kind of looking out of half of her face? I'm just really getting that somebody, the way they communicate, the way that they perceive communication, everything about these swords here is showing her a different way to proceed, both in the way that she hears things, the way that she sees things, the way that she experiences life. This is like a whole ocean bed. It looks like she's walking through with a bubble of air to breathe from, maybe. And as you're walking across the ocean bed, or across the desert that used to be an ocean bed, you can think about it as being an old ecosystem that the world is no longer, that the universe is no longer committed to, that's been left high and dry, that's been depleted and dehydrated of its resources, that's no longer a fertile crescent of ground. This is definitely all imagery that's coming through with this. And because the Wheel of Fortune is in reverse, in the upright, this woman has, as many different directions and options as she possibly wants. And this specific card, she's only looking at the backhand. She's looking at the back end of it. So maybe you need to kind of be willing to flip your perspective back and forth. I don't know why I'm seeing all that, but I'm just seeing shutters opening and closing. When Mary Poppins was cleaning up the little kid's bedroom, this is so strange that this just came through. But you know how they never had seen a woman like Mary Poppins before. They were so enthralled by her endless purse and her sliding down the banister and her snapping her fingers, and the whole room got really clean. That was a new peekaboo perspective for them about the magic that may exist within the universe that they were never aware of, never committed to, were never aware of. And that was unfortunate for them. If they had known that Mary Poppins was such a great nanny, and that she could help them to embody those attributes that she had of just, X, Y, and Z, that could have been something helpful for their father and for them, So that's more or less what I'm saying, is like, find the Mary Poppins in yourself that has multiple different ways of being a very productive, or extremely kind of showcase your own commitments in a way that's unique to you. You don't have to be anybody else. You just have to be yourself, and the magic will come with it. So Justice in reverse. I got the Three of Cups in reverse and the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So you really want a situation that's just and good and fair. This is pretty straightforward. You want to reunite with happiness. So that whatever air sign or, excuse me, not air sign, I don't know why, you might be dealing with also an air sign. The Hermit is here in the beginning. Like I said, that's an earth sign. You're wanting to ground yourself. You're wanting to build a foundation for some type of a monument or some type of a whatever home it is that you're going to spring all of these suns, all of these orbs of happiness out of. This is the Ten of Pentacles. So this is a lot of wealth. This is a lot of stability, abundance. This is everything that you could ever ask for, and you don't feel like it's coming to you at this time. There may be somebody or something, like I said, that Mary Poppins mindset. Maybe you need to change your mindset about something in order for this reunion to happen. These women are standing on a small little swatch of sand. And like I was saying before, there is some situation that seems like it's dried up, or it's come to, it's no longer very fertile for you to plant your seeds on here. These women have a whole lot of water right next to them, and they're choosing to stand on the sand, and their cups are all on the ground around them, right here, here, and here. They're all holding hands above, and they're directly under the moon. So what I'm saying here is that you may need to enlist, like I said before, the help of a friend or the help of somebody else in order to get to this reunion, in order to make this happiness happen. We're not solitary individuals, so even though you can have moments as the Hermit, you still need other people around in order to get perspective on things at the very least, if not to get together and help you with revealing secrets or manifesting a new home. You can't really very well have children without having a partner. I mean, you can go ahead and adopt and all this other kind of stuff, but that's a whole nother Poppins level of hurdles that you're going to have to jump over. So that's just fine if that's what you're after, and definitely go for it. The Lovers is here. So I'm saying whatever you need to do to get to love. If you need to withdraw and be the Hermit for a little while, do that. If you need to reunite with somebody for your happiness to happen, do that. If the love here is really a priority to you, as it seems like it was with the title card, like I always figure that the front and the back of the reading correlates to the past and the future, or at least what the person would desire the past and the future to be. So this title that you love, that you'd like to take, it sounds like, the High Priestess came out in the upright, and the Universe came out in reverse, which is kind of funny. Not funny, but just this is the irony of the universe. It's the sense of humor that I see with the universe. This woman is holding a crystal ball in her hand, kind of gazing out into the ethers and trying to figure out. I'm seeing the reflection of this crystal ball showing up here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's not a moon. It's just an orb or a planet that has suddenly appeared. So in peering into herself, she also is creating this image in the skies of what she's seeing. And this is the universe looking at itself or observing itself, if you will. The High Priestess here, she is a very intelligent individual who, much like this woman here with the Seven of Swords, is adorned with moons or adorned with many different cycles in her life that she's able to manifest at will. The High Priestess is all-knowing. She is completely encompassing that divine feminine energy. As you can see, she's got as much luxury as she could possibly want. And the only thing that she may be missing here is the secret behind her. She's got the one full moon here, the blue moon right behind her. So I know we all know Etta James' Blue Moon song. She's got the blue moon right here behind her that she's kind of guarding. And then on top of that, she's got the sliver of the moon here. In this specific deck, I almost wish I could take a moment and find it, but Moonchild, the Moonchild card itself is her child, more or less, or her inner child, or her small daughter, who I don't know who she is, but she's the younger incarnation of a high priestess. And one of the things that she knows how to manifest is all of these moons once she's come into maturity and is then the high priestess. So I think this speaks a lot to stages. And it looks like at this stage in your progression, you know where you want to be, which is Mary Poppins. And at this time, because of whatever imagery here that you're looking into with the crystal ball and the reflection of pies in the skies, we've got the eye cloud up there just hanging out. This could largely be a kind of a funny dance that is happening between the beginning or the things that you hold dear and true to you, the titles of physical. A lot of people are really into physical wealth. I want a big house. I want a nice car. I want as much money in my bank account as possible. All of those things are legitimate and valid. You can want all of those things and you can get all those things. However, true happiness comes from a place that's much deeper inside of you. This is also the high priestess behind that sticker that I put on here. She is over here because at the end of the read, that's where you're still maintaining. So you have the power already that you need to manifest the universe in the palm of your hands. The only thing you need to change potentially is this: the way that you relate to happiness as it pertains to justice in your life. Rather than focusing on the negative things, rather than focusing on the ways in which the Wheel of Fortune turned against you in commitment or in the past. Maybe you had a failed relationship. Maybe you tried being Mary Poppins before and you don't feel like you were very good at it. Try again. Try again. Take some time. Go inside. Recalibrate yourself. Take a moment to really examine, do I need, what is it that I need? Do I need people, places, things? Do I need happiness? Do I need stability? And do I need, a spiritual platform for myself to take off from? What is it that you need to get this happiness? What is it that you need to reunite with the cups that you feel like you've put down with other people, with your Mary Poppins self, between your time alone and your reunion? What comes in between? What kind of foundational stones do you need to be placing for yourself in order to have a sturdy foundation for a pyramid? What kind of foundation do you want to have? Do you even want a pyramid? Maybe you want a pentagon. Maybe you want a square. Maybe you want the skyscraper like the one that they're building in Abu Dhabi. I don't know what it is that is going to make you happy. You would know that. This big old secret right here in the sky is not such a secret. You could look at all three of these women as the same woman or the same person with three different aspects of yourself: your body, your mind, and your spirit. When they come together while you're in solitude as the high priestess over here, what is it that is being said? What kind of food are you eating? What are you feeding your spirit? What kind of foundation is that going to create for your happiness to be, every time you look up, you're going to be happy? What kind of changes need to be made in all of this in order for there to be justice and love that is deeply committed? We don't know, but these are all questions that you can ask yourself in the process of clarifying, how to move forward. I think, Aries, that you're one of the most capable signs out there. You guys are so cerebral. You guys are so incredibly resourceful and so incredibly personable that I can't even imagine that you wouldn't be able to find a way to manifest all of what we just talked about. So I'm really, I'll look forward to seeing how this comes out for you guys, because I think there's a ton of potential. Those were all really strong major arcana cards that came out. And especially having the title card come first. That was really you being the heavyweight champion in a certain aspect of your life and being willing to do the work and willing to address whatever comes next. So kudos to you. Keep it up. I'm going to get 2 more cards just for future. Yes. Okay. For future advice. So what came out was the Star card in the upright, as well as the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So you may be dealing with an Aquarius and a Libra. This Aquarius card also means self-fulfillment and satisfaction. So just as we were just looking at the moons in the sky with the High Priestess and with the reunion card, the star has one leg on ground and one leg in water. This person is very balanced. This person has multiple other stars supporting him or her right behind, right behind their main focus, which is maybe the sun, which is our closest star. I think there could be a Leo, or I'm sorry, I don't know why I just said Leo. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo, a Libra in your life who is really very cutting, who is really very, I think the energy of the Libra is more so what I'm getting off of this. I don't think it's a physical Libra. I literally think this is the energy of a Libra cutting stuff off, making sure that there's very definitive boundaries between A, B, and C in your life. Just because the steps are so ordered here. I don't know why that's catching my mind or my mind's eye just today, is that this Aquarius has ordered their steps so specifically. And I think whatever order you were following before, in order to have that, title card the way that it was, maybe this is the portion where the Libra aspect of yourself comes in. And this could all be in the same chart. You could have aspects of Aquarius and Libra in your chart. Like I said, Astrology Cafe, go look it up. It definitely, you could be using your Libra attributes to cut through some of the mess or some of the confusion, some of the haze that was on your eyes about how to be that star for yourself, about how to take that heavyweight championship. You are the star, Aries. Don't ever forget it, and don't ever let someone tell you otherwise. That's BS. And I think honestly that you should definitely cut off anybody who makes you second guess yourself. Definitely cut off anybody who makes you doubt your commitment level, your ability to change and be whatever it is that you want to be. Not to sound like the reserves, but be all you can be, That's why they say that, is because the only person stopping you from that is you. Same thing for all of us, whatever it is that you love doing, do it. Do it with a passion. Do it to the point where you're not only it's not only grounded, but it's now watered and fed as well. You've got a totally self-sustained ecosystem within yourself and your heart, your head, and your body that is completely up to par, balanced, a wonderful situation that's going to illuminate the direction for not only your own family, but for others as well. I think that's what this is trying to say. So anyway, that's all I've got for you today. You guys have a wonderful rest of your week. I will be back. I'm sorry that I had so many hiccups with you guys this week. I'm gonna definitely put effort into trying not to let that happen again. And you guys have a good rest of your day, okay? Bye-bye.